Hey guys, Tom here, Permaculture Wilmington. We're in Atkinson now, so I might have to change my YouTube channel. But what we've got is a deck that's been neglected for a while. This big oak tree, it's a laurel oak, one of the oldest in North Carolina, and also one of the biggest until it died or until it fell. So now it's no longer one of the biggest in the registry for the North Carolina Forestry Division. But it is still alive, so it might be one of the oldest. But we've got a whole lot of debris, and there's another one right back here over the house. But you can see how big it was. They are glorious when they're huge. They're actually called champions, champion laurel oaks. But we've got a lot of debris here, and it's already decomposing. It's actually degrading the deck, unfortunately. It was left a little too long. But you guys can see here, this is basically little more than compost. But unfortunately it is a little more than compost because these are treated boards underneath here. So this has likely got a little bit of the toxic chemicals in it, whatever that may be. And this deck is pretty old. You guys can see it's got some age to it. So it's very possible that this could have some of the more toxic chemicals, maybe like arsenic. Or I mean, now they're using copper, but there's really no telling what's going on in here. But yeah, so I'm gonna compost this separately. I think it's not gonna be one of my primary piles, but as long as we have a good food web going, and a good aerobic food web, that is, I know that the compost is good for growing plants still. So I'll be basically accumulating this and making a kind of a secondary pile in a corner. Probably back here somewhere. I don't know. I'm still designing my property. When you got 9 acres to design, it's you got a lot to work with. So I'm a little bit overwhelmed in terms of what I need to put on the design, and have a complete design from the beginning. That's what I'd like to do, is have like a complete thought out, well-designed property, and then just kind of slowly over time evolve that. But that's my goal, and I just took a break from moving stuff into the house. We've got one more load, just one more after this, in my little cargo trailer here. So I just took a break. I looked over after I was carrying stuff in, and I saw how much debris was out here. And the first thought I had was, the longer this sits here, the more it's going to decompose the wood. And in the winter time, actually, it's been freezing a lot lately. So if you get a thin layer of ice over something that's organic, it's going to decompose a whole lot faster. That's actually the fastest recorded decomposition on the face of the earth today, is found underneath a sheet of snow. So or a layer of snow and sheets of ice. It's just the perfect temperature. As it's thawing out, it releases a slow amount of moisture between the ice and the organic matter. And that temperature there where it's thawing out is ideal for decomposition of things like wood and organic matter in general. So after I learned that, I looked out here and I'm like, this is actually should be a priority, because we don't have enough money right now to replace this entire deck. This is a lot of wood. If I had to replace this, it would be a couple grand easy. So I'm not really looking forward to doing that with the price of lumber the way it's going now. Especially for anything of quality, like hardwoods would be outrageous, or just treated lumber in general right now is pretty high priced. But so that's where I'm at, guys. Just taking a little breather here. This is what I'm going to start on pretty quick here in the next couple days. I'm really kind of worried about this because you guys can see there's a valley here where there's a sinking, and I can fix this no problem. This is not a problem at all to fix this side over here where the tree fell on it and collapsed it. And then I found out, actually, after the fact, after we purchased the house, I didn't realize it when we first came in and looked at it, but this wall right here is actually slightly slanted this way, where the pressure compressed it and relieved that connection on that far corner, and it's away from the board. So I actually have to take all the siding off and all the roof off and get this side reconnected, refastened onto that corner post. So yeah, it's a lot of work, but in order to get this valley out, I'm kind of beside myself as to what to do at this point. As far as the best course of action is, I definitely know how to do it. it's just the best course of action for just me doing it, because I'm in Atkinson and nobody's going to come out here and help me, I've learned, not without a decent payment. So things aren't really affordable at the moment in terms of paying a lot of people to come out and help, because we put everything we had into getting the house at this moment. So we're just kind of trying to make it work. But it doesn't seem like any water's coming in right here at the moment. So we're just gonna fix this as best we can here in the next couple weeks. And eventually we're going to get a new roof as soon as I get a little work and start saving some money. And that's really the hard part of this whole situation. That, and there's a lot of the pillars under the house need to be reset and shimmed. The floor is very wonky in places, and I've noticed that somebody's tried to fix it in the past and did not know how to do towers under the house, or footings, or any of that stuff. So these are the things that we walk into when we buy 165-year-old houses, guys. But that's where I'm at right now, and I hope you guys are doing well. This is Tom with, I guess, Permaculture Atkinson now. I'm not real sure what to do about all that. I was on a pretty good spiel there for a while. But yeah, so we'll figure all that out together. All right, guys, I hope you're having a good day, and take care.